Today, agriculture is focused on managing the growing demands of the planet's population and finding ways to keep producing food and other crops as we expand into marginal landscapes.
I think business is the operative word. Agriculture is a very big business today, a $1 trillion business in the U.S., 6% of our gross domestic product. It's certainly a business that has changed dramatically over time as we've seen technology adopted that help people move out of the agricultural sector. 40% of our population would have worked in agriculture in 1900, less than 2% today. Farm size has increased, the way we produce has changed, the risks, the managerial demands on farmers have certainly elevated over time. We've seen an increase in demand for convenience, and so food processing has become a much, much larger business than it was. And more recently, we've certainly seen a focus on a more consumer-oriented agriculture as markets for local and organic and sustainable products have emerged. And certainly one thing maybe hasn't changed is the passion that farmers bring to what they do, the work ethic, the focus on stewarding the land, the focus on care of animals, the acceptance of the risks that they take on when they enter agriculture are all perhaps things that we haven't seen change over time.
Over a relatively short period of time, innovations in farm production practices, risk management, and business arrangements have transformed agribusiness.
So as a farmer, right, you're always looking for new ways to become more productive, more efficient, and technology is a big part of that. Also, it would be remiss if we ignored the fact that economically it's a challenging time. So we're always looking for different technologies that maybe we can use we wouldn't have before just to become more efficient. What does this mean for agribusinesses? Bottom line, you have to be agile. You have to be able to think fast and to move quickly. The question is, how is that done? Really, it's your people. Your people have to be well educated to know what is the next hot thing. Where do I need to go next? So it boils down to education. Your best employees are those that have the ability to see when it's time to change and to adapt. That can be natural for some, but really it's learned. And that is done by just your exposure to universities such as Purdue that can help you stay abreast of what's coming down the pipeline in all facets of agriculture. And just to be on top of that and to move forward in that way.
Well, I think you've got to find your ways to connect to new ideas, to new networks, to new players. Professional development enhances critical thinking. It enhances innovation. It even enhances emotional intelligence. And all these elements are mission critical to our ability to work with ever more larger and sophisticated growers. And I really think you've got to invest in learning. You've got to invest in testing and trialing of new innovations.
As the agribusiness landscape continues to evolve, companies find themselves pressured to reduce costs and add value while still meeting their strategic goals. As a result, now more than ever, businesses require development programs executed to their specific employee audiences.
The customization of a program is something that Syngenta has done with Purdue for a number of years, and a big part of the advantage for us is we get a lot of creativity from the team that teaches a class that's focused on a particular subject, as well as we can bring a unique group of individuals together that can learn and build on each other's skill sets and experiences. And what we're really aiming for is taking that creativity and grounding it to our strategy, but looking for a way for us to be differentiated in the market and the value that we bring. And so a customized program allows you to have differentiation focused more specifically on what we as a company think our value proposition is that could be capitalized on with a customer. And a good professional development program allows you to have that dialogue about what would achieve that and then design a program that in fact does.
Founded by Dave Downey more than 30 years ago, the Center for Food and Agricultural Business offers executive education and professional development to those who serve the food and agribusiness industry.
In early years, agribusiness was often confined to very small geographical areas. But as time has moved on, agribusinesses have become much larger, much more sophisticated, and cover a broad geographical area. The Center for Food and Agricultural Business was designed to work across the entire United States, to work with agribusinesses of all sizes and help them deal with the problems that come along with being more sophisticated, more professional, and working with customer base that's also more sophisticated and professional. Our goal at the Center for Food and Agricultural Business is multiple-fold: to provide creative and highly professional and useful information to agribusinesses. We have vast resources here on the Purdue University campus in the College of Agriculture where we can bring all of that combined to agribusinesses and give them a broad perspective and very specific details on issues that are very important to them. Farmers today they're running businesses. In fact, we've changed our whole approach in how we work with farmers in most of agribusinesses today. We've moved from a business-to-consumer model to a business-to-business model. That means that the growers today think as much like industrial businesses as they do the traditional farmer.
The Center for Food and Agribusiness has a long history of engagement with the agribusiness sector. Its primary engagement has been in providing information and training to the agribusiness sector, but it's really a lot more than that. It's a relationship, a collaborative relationship of understanding the needs of people in agribusiness and then developing programs that can help those agribusiness professionals succeed. And it's more than, again, just providing information. It's providing relationships, connections with the center, but connections with other people in agribusiness, providing connections with other people in the supply chain and in your industry so that you have opportunities to move up and succeed and hear what others are facing in their industry as well.
The Center for Food and Agricultural Business offers a wide variety of programs. Some of those programs are offered to the general public and are very functional in nature. For example, we may offer a course in agricultural marketing, or agricultural sales, or agricultural finance, working with companies in those industries, inviting people from throughout the entire industry who might want to send somebody to those programs. We also have custom design programs for individual companies to design programs specifically for their needs, for their products, for the way they do business. And then we also offer programs for trade associations like the American Seed Trade Association or the Ag Retailers Association, fertilizer, chemicals, and retailers, where we're working with people throughout that particular industry. This gives us an opportunity to work with all different kinds of people. A lot of our programs are also international. We have international guests attending most of our public programs and some of our international programs designed specifically for people from Brazil, for example, who come here to study and understand how we do business in America.
We have particular expertise, I think, in the Center for Food and Agricultural Business and customizing our programs to individual clients. Our professional staff and our faculty are going to work directly with an individual company to understand what it is that they need to have their employees be able to do or what kind of behaviors they might need to change in order to improve some function in the company or overall performance of the company. We're uniquely capable of doing that because of the skill sets we have in both our staff and our interests of our faculty of working with these individual people. That allows us to connect with our clients and then understand what their business is trying to accomplish and how we can help their employees be better at doing that.
Growmark's experience in collaboration with Purdue University in developing a customized program for our organization has been a fantastic experience. Program design tailored to our organization, the response we received from Purdue staff, the adjustments that we've made on the fly have all exceeded our expectations. You know, great content enables learning and it enables new skills. And one of the benefits, though, of a customized program like ours is that participants have the opportunity to also develop lifelong relationships with colleagues. And those relationships enhance our culture of collaboration and help us build high-performing teams.
The MS-MBA provides both the broad impact of a traditional MBA, coupled with the critical thinking aspects of a master's in agriculture economics.
The MS-MBA program is a really unique program between Purdue University and Indiana University. Normally athletic rivals, but in this case academic partners. The Agricultural Economics Department at Purdue has partnered with the Kelley School of Business at IU and offers a unique balance of coursework and curriculum over about a 27-month period. I guess end result would be a master's in agricultural economics from Purdue and an MBA from the Kelley School of Business at IU. Some of the nice things about it, obviously it's designed for a working professional. You don't have to quit your job to start back in school. You can do most of it, probably 80–90% of it online, but then one of the things that I really liked and valued was the cohort experience. So you start with a group of about 30 people to go through this from beginning to end, and so you learn from one another. Really brings together two outstanding universities. To my knowledge, the Kelley School has the #1 online MBA program. Purdue's Agricultural Economics Department is top 5 in the world. And when you combine their those 2 degrees, but also the professors and the people that you get to interact with, I don't know if there's another program that can match it, really.
With the goal to educate and help people advance their skill set and transform their thinking, the Center is dedicated to furthering the careers and positions of professionals and to helping them succeed.
Well, I just completed it here recently. I just decided on my own that I wanted a new challenge, a way to develop myself. So I found myself diving into some projects that I was immediately able to apply back to our business. I found myself sharing that information in front of different groups, presenting to customers, talking with our management team, helping use that information, apply it to make decisions very quickly. And then as I was finishing up the program, an opportunity opened up within the company, and so the timing happened to be really good, I guess, but the program itself, obviously, I know, took me to another level of thinking and decision making, added some skill sets that I didn't have, and made me a better candidate when that position opened up.
Legendary basketball coach and Purdue alumnus John Wooden said that things turn out best for those who make the best of the way things turn out. And I think that captures the essence of the Center for Food and Agricultural Business, really providing frameworks and tools for managers to make the most of those things that they can change and preparing them for, again, those forces that are really outside of their control but ultimately influence their organization, their farm. And that focus is one I see continuing for the Center, continuing to help prepare managers for an increasingly volatile and risky world, and ultimately also helping translate some of that back into our undergraduate program to help prepare that next generation of human talent for success in food and agribusiness.
So agribusinesses are really at the heart of the agricultural sector. They take the products that farmers produce and they get them to the consumers, and they help farmers do better at producing more food. And if we can help agribusinesses do a better job, be more efficient, be more productive, make better use of our land and natural resources, then we could do the things that really matter in this world. We want to produce food that's more affordable for consumers, give consumers more choice and variety, and hopefully in that process we'll do it in a way that leaves a good environment for our kids and grandkids. And if we can help people in agribusiness learn how to do their job better, we hope that we can make great strides in providing a more prosperous future, both for the consumers of food in this country, but also throughout the world.
For more information, visit agribusiness.purdue.edu.